I was able to miss class today and watch you, Eric, because my bus exploded. I thought I was having a bad day, but you win. You win. Nowhere land. You're winner. You won. Your bus exploded, and thanks for being here. Hey, Witty. Hey, Pam. I love when Man Cougar's here. Hi, Nicole. I like your mommy, Kim. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Heather Backwards. I gotta run you guys down on what's going on. So, hi, Michael, and hi, Summer, and hi, everybody. Okay, hi, everybody I missed. I apologize. You know the deal. Chat room is crazy daisy. So I have announcements to make, and we are being joined by a guest, and maybe a surprise one. But first, let me just run through my deal, which is... Hey everybody, welcome to our Big Brother 17 special live YouNow show. If you want to watch these shows live, head over to younow.com/reality recaps and make sure that you guys become a fan, because that super duper helps support our shows. You can see all of our content over at yourrealityrecaps.com, or if you're just looking for the Big Brother stuff, /BB17. We got live feed flashback times, interviews with all the house guests, comedic mashups, blogs. You guys know the deal. If you're watching our stuff on YouTube, thumbs up and subscribe. That helps support our shows. And if you're listening on iTunes, give us that 5-star rating and a nice review. That's super nice. But most importantly, if you want to help support our shows, because I don't know... Oh, you can probably see right there. Right there. You can maybe see the corner of it. We got a TV. I got a TV. $20, everybody. $20. Best deal ever. But since my life is Seinfeld, I didn't realize there's nothing to put it on. So, if you guys want to help support our shows, then buy our TV stand. I would, no, I'm kidding. But really support our shows. YourRealityRecaps.com/patron. Consider donating $1 a show. It keeps us up and running in the servers and all that rigmarole. Or you can make a donation to PayPal. The links are in the sidebar on our website. Okay, here's the deal, everybody. Here's the deal. I am not like Vanessa. I didn't want to gamble. I didn't want to gamble. I didn't want to be a gambler for this show. I didn't want to gamble. I could have brought somebody on. But Jason's going to try and come on. He's preoccupied at the moment. And hopefully we'll make it back to his hotel room before the show starts. Now, it's like 50-50. He really doesn't know if he's going to make it back in time. So if he can, he will join us. If he can't, he won't. In the meantime, I'm going to have Glammy pop in, since all of you guys say that you miss Glammy. But she doesn't even know. We might have to boot her if Jason calls. So, shh. Let's just all be friendly to her when she arrives. Okay, so that's the deal. That's where we're up to. Can we now talk about what's happening on the feeds today? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sorry, megaphone. Go ahead. If you guys want to click the megaphone or your square with the up arrow, go ahead. I'll smile. Look, we're all smiling. We're all happy because we're megaphoning. Yay! And make sure you guys megaphone when Glammy comes on, too, and tell everybody. But become a fan. Most important part, click your fan button, head. Okay, feeds, everybody. Did you guys see our poor little Stevie last night? Did you guys, do you all know what Steve was doing last night? So apparently, Steve met up with Johnny Mac in the bathroom. And not in the we're not sure if Steve's gay, met him up in the bathroom kind of way, just happened to accidentally bump into him in the bathroom kind of way. And Johnny Mac's like, which was, we still flipping. And Steve's like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I gotta think about it. And then Steve proceeded all night to lose his damn mind and start thinking through all the different scenarios of what could happen. And was muttering stuff, Vanessa, it doesn't have my best interest. I don't need her permission to make a move. You know, just like all talking to himself crazy like. And then he started vomiting. Well, but here's the thing. Oh, actually, you know what? I could probably show you because I retweeted it today. Did you guys see the video of him vomiting? Let's see. That's not like sharing the feeds. I'm just sharing a GIF. Where are my tweets? Let me see if I can find it. Apparently it doesn't show me my retweets for some reason. Oh, no, I got it. I got it for you. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Let's look. Here is Steve with his vomiting. Okay, and pause, and let's go. It's not gross. You don't see anything. Okay. Shut up, Steve. Here's my point. I know that sounded gross. Trust me, I never want to see vomiting on TV. My point is it wasn't doing anything. And the more times he did it, the louder he got with his... It got to the point where I was just like... Either Steve is the most over-dramatic vomiter I've ever met in my life. Like, oh, I would have no patience for him in real life. Or... he thinks that going is vomiting, or he wants everyone to know how sick it's making him that he might have to flip the vote, and he can use that like excuse later. Now, here's the thing though. I'm not so sure that it really matters either way what he did, because I have bad news. Vanessa killed him. He's dead. We're gonna, can we please have the coroner to the pantry? We're gonna need the coroner to come to the storage room, please. Vanessa has killed Steve to ensure that Meg will be voted out. Rest in peace, Steve. So it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter, everyone. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter anymore. Survivor fan said, did Vanessa's witchy powers find out and go all poltergeist on him? I don't know. It made no sense, everybody. That's all I can say. He says it was stress. He said he's like dry heaving due to stress. So I guess that's it. But apparently this morning, him and Johnny Mac decided they're not gonna flip on Meg. You know what I mean. Not gonna flip to vote to keep Meg. These two are dumb as rocks. But here's the other thing. I watched Vanessa's pitch early this morning to Steve of all the reasons why he shouldn't do it, because he went to her and was like, I want to flip the vote, blah, blah. Vanessa is so good. She actually convinced me it's not good for their game to do it. So I was actually okay with Steve not voting Julie out. Like, Vanessa's pheromone that she secretes, it works through the webs, is what I'm saying. The interwebs, it works. She got me. I bought it, hook, line, and sinker. I mean, I kind of do think that Austin and the twins might pair up with James and Meg, because Austin is kind of closer with James than Steve is. So I kind of see that could hurt his game. All right, hold on. I saw something, but I missed it. I saw something. The chat room jumped. All right. I'm coming to you, chat room. Relax. I'm waiting for Glammy to come. So the other good point that Steve made this morning was, it's gonna be a crapshoot. Now, granted, he doesn't know it's double elimination. Hopefully, right about now, when the feeds are going down, they're finding out that it's going to be double elimination. So maybe Steve is going to be smart enough to realize, oh, we don't know what challenge that one's going to be. But as of this morning, his kind of justification was, if it's going to be a crapshoot and it's not really a skill or a balance, you know, like a skill or a physical thing or a mental comp, then there really isn't, it doesn't benefit us really to vote out Julia. We could just win it and do what we want anyway. Let's try and keep the peace. But granted, they don't really know it's double elimination. So, yeah. I'm hoping. So here's the deal. I think the feeds have been cut off. I'm not sure 100% if they've been cut off yet. They're not coming back on until the show starts. But when we last left off, they were voting out Meg tonight. And P.S. Meg, my problem with you, Meg, is that you were hauled up in the have-not room. Why? Why were you held up in the have-not room? Had you stepped out, Meg, had you not been sleepy girl, had you not needed your gumdrops to perform, you might have known they were gonna flip the vote. You might have been able to just give them some assurance. Like, all they wanted was some insurance. Like, if you would have just went to Steve and talked some game with them, you could have made him feel safe and he would have did it. I don't know if I'm not upset about not watching you sleep, though. Eat your gummy drops. Crazy. Meg. So, yeah, it's totally crazy. Thanks, Rhea. Yes. Thank you, Rhea. Thank you for telling the people this like button. Sure, if you guys have likes and you want to clickety-click the like button, great. You don't got to spend your money on it, though. Oh, wait, hold on. I think Princess Glammy is ready. All right, let's dial up the Glamsters and bring Glammy on here for a very special Glammy show that you've all requested. I love you guys. Okay, Glammy, you ready? All right, well, they can hear you, so we all can hear you. You just wave your hands when you want to go live. I'm going to keep talking in the chat room then. Okay, great. So then you're ready for me to pull you up? Live show. Oh, yeah, don't do that. That's how we broke the Gina Marie show. Okay, so everybody, welcome to Glammy. Okay, Glammy, you're going to have to roll with live show or I'm booting your ass out.
You're so big. Oh, there you are.
Here I am. Hi, everybody. Look, Glammy's here. Yay! Okay, chat room, you guys, if you have questions specifically for Glammy and I, feel free to tweet us them with hashtag YRLive or just leave them in the chat room, but you know that sometimes that goes a little bit crazy. So, Glammy, where are you weighing in right now? How do you feel about what's going to happen tonight, double elimination?
I hate it.
You hate it?
I hate it.
Why?
I want Julia gone.
Right.
Then I want James to win HOH.
Mm-hmm.
Nominate Austin and Liz.
Oh.
And then Johnny Mac to win veto, not use that. And then Liz goes home and Austin's sitting in the house on his own without his cuddle buddy.
Oh, so you...
And then Johnny Mac wins the second HOH and sends Vanessa packing next week.
Okay. That would be that'd be interesting. Now, did you see any of the stuff with Steve last night? It seems like maybe you caught a little bit of his sickness.
Yeah, I saw I saw him. Do you like this, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
This is my beer in my big wine glass.
I love it. So, what did you think of Steve?
I thought, well, first of all, I saw little bits of Steve, and I don't know if he can deal with the stress of this game. I mean, it looked like a panic attack. Then he threw up in the sink.
Well, he did this. He was doing his bleh, bleh, But nothing was coming out. He was just being like super over dramatic. He was just like scream vomiting. I want to hashtag scream vomit. I didn't even know scream vomiting was a thing.
No, I've never seen that before. And he was pacing all night, and he kept muttering that he was going to flip the vote and go against Vanessa. And I think if as soon as Steve figures out that this is double eviction, things may change live on TV. He might be like kicking Johnny Mac, going, "We're doing it. You and me, we're doing this." You know.
I agree. I completely agree. Chat room, you guys tell us, what do you think? Do you think that if they find out it's double elimination, that they're gonna vote out Julia, or do you think they're not? And while you guys are answering that, Glammy, I have late breaking news I have to tell you.
What?
I might have to kick you out of the show at some point.
Fine, I know. Something else is coming on.
Well, no. Jason might be stopping in if he gets done with what he's doing.
What is he doing? Because...
Gee, I just don't know. Gosh.
Well, he said he's not part of the twist with, like, the show tonight.
Okay. So,
That's
next question. So, next question. We're not allowed to talk about it.
Okay.
So, next question. BB Fish Tank says, yes, please split the vote and send Julia home next. I agree, Glammy.
Exactly.
Send.
Exactly.
Right.
Definitely. Bye, Julia. What has Julia won again? Can everyone remind me of all the shit that she's won?
No, she's won
0.
nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. And yet she sits upstairs like some bratty little cheerleader chick in high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know, talking down to everybody, saying mean shit about James, and then Johnny Mac, and then it's about Meg, and it's about, now they're talking bad about Austin, which is kind of funny to watch. But it's just so unbelievable, the two of them, those twins. It's unfortunate there's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
We could have just done it with one.
I don't see. Andy brought up a really good point yesterday in the Andy show, which everyone, I apologize, it'll be up on the website later tonight. Anyway, he was like, I think we would have let twins in on our season too if they were benefiting us. Yeah, if he was aligned with them. Yeah, and I can't necessarily say that I disagree with that anymore. Like, I thought it would be stupid that there would be no reason to let twins in, but he kind of turned me around on that a little bit. Thanks for becoming a fan, Oren. Giselle says, Glammy.
Yes, Giselle.
How are you? I'm not even. Oh, you are using your phone, though. You are using your phone. If you were Julie Chen, Glammy, what one question would you ask Vanessa tonight about her HOH?
Has her acne been slightly better during this reign, or has it been worse?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean has the acne been worse? My acne's not been any worse because I have glam mud. Glammy mud. Mud glammy.
She doesn't have glam glow.
Glam glow.
She has that shit stuff. I think it's a Vino or something.
She
does not look like Jennifer Aniston either.
What?
Whatever Jennifer Aniston promotes, that Aveeno face mud. I don't even know what the shit is. It's from a drugstore. I don't buy from there. But anyway, yes, I think that would be the acne treat. How's your acne doing?
I don't think.
And how many times did you cry this week? And did you really need to cry so much?
What do you think, Glammy? Because this mildly annoyed me, and everyone knows I am a fan of Vanessa's gameplay. What did you think of on last night's show when Vanessa basically got her resume displayed to America? And basically, production gave her credit for evicting every single person up to this point.
And gave her credit for saving herself when that was actually James.
Yeah.
James was the one that rallied the votes to keep Vanessa over Shelley. Had nothing to do with fucking Vanessa.
I know.
Vanessa just got out of bed and went, "Oh, you're giving me a vote? Thank you."
Yeah.
I mean, it was nothing to do with her. So, but I'm wondering if she has a post-production to poker, whatever it is, tournamenty,
right,
document things coming out in October, do CBS own the rights to those? I mean, what the hell?
No, I'm not gonna do it this show because we're not gonna do it this show, but maybe later tonight if I come back on, or maybe on another show, I want to read people Vanessa's HOH blog, because honestly, it has really turned me a it has dropped how much respect I have for Vanessa as a game player. Because all along I've said, if Vanessa makes it to that final 2 and owns everything she did, I 100% am behind her. But that HOH blog is like, she's not owning anything and she's here to sell a book.
Is this the blog that she's going to actually get people to, pay to read? About the strategy of, she wants to go week by week in Big Brother and talk about the strategy of the game. Well, she can only talk about herself. She can't talk about what everybody else was thinking. She can't think, she can't say, well, Jeff was thinking this, because she wasn't inside Jeff's head.
Right.
Maybe in her mind she was, but she wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to want to read the fucking book or the blog because we saw it live.
Mm-hmm.
Does she not know that?
See what happens.
What happens when you take drugs, children? It's not good. Stay away from drugs. Even if the doctor says you need them, sometimes you don't.
And then you just stash them in Austin's beard. That's where the drug ring is.
And in the hat.
And in the hat.
His hair.
I'm working a theory that there's a whole drug ring happening out of Austin's beard and hair, and that's why he doesn't wash it and keeps it.
And I think that's why sometimes... Well, did you hear Julia, by the way, bitching to Liz that Austin was in the bathroom and didn't even say good morning to her? He was either yes, and so I'm like, ooh, she even doesn't like Austin.
Please. I would get kicked right out of the Big Brother house. I don't say good morning to people. I'm not a morning person. I don't feel the need to say, look, if I live with you and like if other people are living, I don't mean like a spouse, but like if you live with other people and then you're like, oh, I got to say good morning to you every day. No, I don't. I just saw you when I went to bed. It's the first time I'm seeing you.
You call me at like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm in bed and I'm like, what?
Right.
I'm not getting out of bed. I'm like, oh, it's... click the phone. I'm like, what? We're FaceTiming. What is it?
Right.
I'm in bed and you're like, why are you not up? And I'm like, because I'm not getting up.
Right.
I mean, I don't get up for my kids to go to school. They go to school themselves and work, and I wave at my husband and I stay in bed. Fuck them.
We saw your kids the other day, and I still don't understand why they didn't have little Chanel bags and wine glasses, but whatever.
I look dreadful on this thing. What the fuck happened to me?
You look great. Don't worry about it.
Look like I have any. It looks too. I don't know.
You look great.
In my hair. I kind of.
And it's just for the YouNow show. Now we archive these in HD, so when anybody watches them back, they're in HD.
So I'll look even worse.
No, don't worry, Glammy. I totally fix our faces. Don't worry. I put a nice smoothing filter.
So I don't have to go to the Botox guy anymore. You're just gonna do it for me.
Pretty much.
The wonders of.
Pretty much.
No, I haven't had Botox for 2 years, so I'm okay.
I get it under my armpits, see? And I'm already sweating. Leah the Beast wants to know.
Are the armpits really?
It
months at a time?
It works for like a year, and it's just started wearing off. Leah the Beast says, do you think Johnny, Mac, and Steve will be voting last tonight so that they can flip the votes as they pass each other in the hallway?
No, that would be fun. Wouldn't it? High-fiving, doing the ba-ba-ba-ba, flippy thing. And then the other one comes in. It will be really interesting to see. I can't wait. If one says, I vote to evict Julia, the internet is going to go crazy. We're all going to be screaming, texting each other, going, oh my God. And then it'll go to commercial break, so we won't know for like 4.5 minutes. But if one of them does that, we are
gonna lose our
the
minds.
Greatest show ever. But it's Big Brother, and you have to expect the expected, which is, oh, it could have been so good. But
it could still be good. It could still be good because Steve could realize he made a mistake. Like, a lot could still happen. I agree. Nothing is going to be as good as if they flip the vote on Julia. That guarantees us drama for the whole episode, continued drama on the feeds, but all of you should also know, Glammy, you will be live tweeting during the show, right?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure you guys follow at PrincessGlammy and us at Reality Recaps because we will be live tweeting and spoiling for all you guys.
Yes.
Moria Simpson says you'll break the Twitter or internet if we hear the name Julia.
Oh, I agree completely. It will. She will be trending straight up the top. You know, fuck that Kim Davis woman. It'll be
Exactly.
Julia right up there. It'll be like, whoa, Julia is trending.
Mm-hmm.
Why is my hold on a sec? My
First of
iPad isn't
all,
turned
yeah,
off.
you need to mute that. First of all, I want to say I love the juxtaposition of you with beer in a wine glass and me with my Mickey straw in a Sprite.
Well, I couldn't find a British pint glass because this is a British pint, so it's 16 ounces, not 12. I believe your pints are 12. And so this is a 16-ounce wine glass. So I filled it out with beer.
And Survivor Fan in the chat room says, "Oh my God, you look like Ariana Huffington."
Really? Because
What?
that's very funny because my daughter is named Ariana after Ariana Huffington.
Well, there you go. Don't give out social security numbers, Glammy. RG
21785. That's it.
Reagan Banks says, update from the feeds as of right now. Johnny Mac and Steve just talked and they said they won't be flipping the votes. We know, Reagan, but they don't know it's double elimination yet. Do they?
Okay, can we find out? Are we sure they don't know?
Yeah, so let us know
they
that.
have no clue. They're going to be completely shocked.
Yeah.
Which is in itself fabulous.
I also want to let you guys know, I see a lot of people like Big Brother Upset in the chat asking if we're getting preempted for football. We are here in New York. I see Glammy's not. However, they always just put it on another channel. So you guys might want to check your TV guide. Like for me, it's on just a different channel still at the same time. So you might check.
You're allowed to say hamsterwatch.com.
Right.
Downside, press the buttons.
Oh, they have the link of how to watch it. Okay, there you go. Hamster Watch. Go to hamsterwatch.com to get your links to watch it live.
On the on the left hand side, halfway down the page, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 10 different links.
Oh, perfect. There you go. That's how you guys watch it live. Then watch it with us.
Yeah, watch it.
Heather Backwards is saying they do not know. They drew numbers and Vanessa didn't draw one. I assume she'll get the evicted house guest number. I don't get what that means.
No, I think that's because it's the HOH and she's not playing in the HOH. It's that game they were playing.
Oh, right. The game they were playing on the feeds. Okay.
So do we know who went first?
Do we know numbers? You guys let me know if we know numbers.
Heather Backwards, you've got to tell me numbers. Give me something. Something.
Austin is first. By the way,
yes.
Everybody who is watching and listening to this backwards, you owe the entire chat room. Everyone's name I listed in the beginning and more. They're the ones giving all this lovely information, not us. Okay, James is last. Steve is fourth. Austin is first. So who's second?
James is last?
James is last. Who's second and third?
Must be those twins.
So far we got Austin first, James. Oh, that's all we know. So all we know is Steve is fourth. James is last. Austin is first.
And then we have the twits, so they must be in there somewhere.
Oh, Big Brother Upset is saying she thinks the twins are second and third.
So Johnny Mac has to be fifth.
So then Johnny Mac, I guess, would have to be fifth.
So we've got fifth and sixth.
So basically, the people we want to win are going last. Couldn't work out any better.
I know. Fabulous. Fantastic.
Perfect.
That makes me happy. Thank you, Brother Upset.
Thank you, whole chat room, for filling. Oh, wait. Giselle is saying. Oh, Giselle is saying Jace is number 3. There's no Jace, honey.
Jace. Oh, poor guy.
Okay, so Ed Rizzo is telling us the order is Austin, Twin, Steve, Johnny Mac, James. Thank you. That made it so much easier.
Yes, love it. It's such a good. That couldn't have gone better for the fans if they rigged it any better. I mean, that was a really good rig on behalf of production.
Perfect. And Yanisa is telling us feeds are now officially down until showtime. So feeds are closed now unless Meg stays. So do you think, Glammy, if Meg stays, I guess she'll just take the spot of the twin?
Yeah, twins of Julia's spot.
Julia, okay.
So basically it's a Julia Meg draw. And do we really care if Meg wins or not? I mean, seriously, who would Meg nominate? Could you imagine this?
Whoever James tells her
Meg
to.
stays and she wins the HOH and double eviction. Who the hell is she nominating? Because she thinks she's clueless with regards to the game.
Yeah, well, she's going to do whatever James tells her to do. She's going to go...
And James isn't... He's clued in on half of it, but he's not getting the full picture.
Right.
With regards to Vanessa. He's like, oh my god, Vanessa's in an alliance with Steve and Austin, but maybe it's just Austin and Steve's aside. And I'm like...
Right.
And Austin's with the twins, dipshit. Come on.
Well, exactly. I think that... James said the other day if he wins HOH, because Meg said to him, what are you going to do if you win HOH? James said, I'll put up Austin and Vanessa. And then Meg was like, what about Steve? And he's like, yeah, Steve's really been annoying me, but I don't know. I think I'm going after Vanessa and Austin, which, wow, thanks for waking up, James. Thanks for coming to the party, figuring it out.
Yeah. Oh, I had to tell you that my friend Travis Mayfield on Twitter, Chicken George came into his work today. So this is what you just, I don't know if you can get this.
Yeah, okay. Oh my God, look at that. That's so funny. That's very funny. Oh, Chicken George, you'll never be back on. You know, Glammy, for somebody who thinks they're not looking good on this show, I would like you to know, Clubby in the chat room is saying, it looks like you have a, oh, now I lost it. It looks like you have the RuPaul filter on because you're looking radiant.
Okay, Clubby has to say shit like that because he's been my friend for 13 years, so... yeah, but he's full of shit.
Okay. If he's been your friend, then I'm going to say I think that he was just calling you a drag queen and said you look like a man.
He is. He's always... Listen, I could tell you some stories about him. Trust me. You don't want me to go there.
No, we won't tell them now.
I just found his high school photographs, and trust me, he did not age like a good bottle of wine.
Well, speaking good bottles of wine and megaphones, Glammy, BB17 Fish Tank in the chat room wants to know, what are your thoughts on the megaphone leaks, the wall shouters?
Well, nothing, because he did nothing with it. I mean, it would have been really good if Julia had just come out 5 minutes. Was it Julia or Liz that came out? I can't remember. Was it Julia?
I think it was Julia, but yeah, I mean, none of the people that mattered were out there.
Right. But it's just say Austin had been out there. Could you imagine the shame, the look of horror on his face? And James would have just been like, oh my God, did you hear that? That would have been really cool. When you're going to do this, if you're going to be doing the shouting over the wall with the megaphone, you have your live feeds like this on your phone.
The views of Glammy did not necessarily represent your reality recaps. Go ahead, Glammy.
It does, completely does. You take your phone with you. And you watch the feeds to see who's in the yard. Then you shout over the fucking wall. You don't shout over to the wall about a whole lot of crap that no one's going to use. Shout short things like, Vanessa's a fucking idiot. Liar. Vanessa, liar. Something.
Right.
Austin's fucking Julia.
Yeah. Somebody, so I think actually it was Miss Cleo, which I thought was pretty funny. Somebody tweeted, and he said the only thing acceptable for anyone to shout over wall this season is Derek's a cop. and I thought that was pretty funny. Thought that was pretty funny.
I like that. Just do something relevant.
Right.
Like, they had this like long spiel of, you know, Julie Chen is married to Les Moonves and they have a kid. I mean, what?
Exactly.
Like, that's basically what it sounded like. So no, if you're going to shout over the wall, have it on the feeds on your phone so you can see who's in the yard, and then shout short phrases, 3 words maximum.
Right.
And make sure you see Austin shithead. Something.
I would go with, I would have been like, they're triplets. Or I would go like, yeah, Vanessa's a liar. Or, oh, I gotta mute this. Maybe I can just come in. Okay. Okay, sorry. Helen Kim, that was Helen Kim, everybody. And she said, hey, I want to come be on the show next week. So, yay, Helen. Oh, shout out to Helen. There you go. Okay, get the twins out, everyone is saying. Yeah, totally get the twins out. Yeah, that would have been a good one.
Yeah. So last night on the show, there was the whole how James became a daddy.
Oh.
And when the baby came out, the baby's daddy said, "Oh, that's James's kid." Did he just slut shame the woman that gave birth? I mean, what happened there? What was the whole? I was like, how did James not know? And why was some other man in the delivery room?
I don't know. Look, it was a really weird story. Is Whitney in here? Oh, Whitney's in here. Whitney's in here.
Whitney, tell us what the hell's going on. It didn't look good.
I didn't feel like it was my place to like talk because I didn't understand, and I like that's personal in real life. And even though they're using it for show, I just felt like I shouldn't make assumptions. But Whitney,
it came out of left field. I was like, why are they talking about this? Whitney, please explain to us what happened.
All right, I am monitoring. Everyone, Whitney...
Everyone stop talking. Whitney needs to talk.
Yeah, Whitney is the one who runs James's fan account while he's in the house. She also has her own. You can follow her on Twitter. We'll tweet the links later. She was on the show last week. Okay, so Whitney is saying, well, since they said it, ...
I love Whitney.
All right, we're waiting for you, Whitney, as my straw just keeps jizzling on me. Whitney is the closest. Okay, so while we're waiting for Whitney... Oh, wait, here we go. She says he had one fun night at a bar. Brienne got pregnant and thought it was some other guys until the baby came out Korean. Now that makes more sense. Why couldn't they have just said that on the show? Because they were probably trying to be like way too PC about it.
Well, I laughed when James said that he woke up and there was like 30 text messages and Whitney, were you one of those text messages going, get to the hospital, James?
Yeah, Whitney, were you one of those text messages? Oh, yeah.
I was like, the way that CBS did, I mean, because James didn't say anything negative at all. But the way they kind of spliced it together, I'm going, I don't remember this conversation going down like this. And I was like, who is this poor girl that they have said publicly? I mean, they didn't even, it was like, what? They just did this on TV. And it was on, like, you know, on the 8 o'clock show. And I'm like thinking, millions of people have just heard this weird story. So, and by the way, James's daughter has to be the most gorgeous child. She needs to be in a Gap commercial. She is adorable. James needs to get hooked up with the Gap people for his kid. If he does, I don't care if he wins. She needs to be Gymboree, whatever.
And not for nothing, Derek's daughter was super like adorable too. And remember how she got like the phone messages in the house? Like remember that they
yes,
like
hi, Daddy.
Yeah,
that was this week actually.
I know. So why isn't James getting
that? Because of the double eviction.
All right.
Now, do you think there's going to be a clown shoe, and who is going to throw the clown shoe? Awesome.
Well, let me tell you this, Steve knows this, but all you super fans that are watching, if you ever plan on being on Big Brother, in case you don't know, if you think production wants you to win, don't throw all the balls off the top. Chances are, the thing you need to find is right on the top. Just saying.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. And you will think you have to dig, and you don't, and you throw it out. Look on the top. Look on the top. I think it's going to be interesting. 10,000 hollers. I don't know what that means. Okay. Wait. Whitney is saying, well, Brienne is being complicated, hence no HOH segment. Ooh. Okay. So the baby mama's blocking it is what's going on. Allegedly.
Well, that's not fair because we all love Bailey and he's giving shout outs to Bailey. And he's doing this for Bailey, which technically turns into doing it for her too. Because it's not like he's just going to be like, no, you can only buy diapers with that.
Right.
500,000. You know? Sorry, Libby.
I don't think I like this, Brienne.
I love James and I love Whitney.
Well, who doesn't?
Whitney, if you have a baby with James, it would be as cute as Bailey.
And then yes, Whitney, please. Well, we're assuming that Whitney's single.
Just shag him when he gets out. Just do it. Do it.
Oh, Lois is saying Derek won $10,000 and 10,000 hollers. That's why
Oh,
they had to do.
gotcha.
I totally forgot about that.
Holla, daddy.
Oh, Whitney unfortunately is married, Glammy. Well,
Doesn't matter. It could be a one night stand. Your husband would understand what. Come on now, sweetie
they
pie.
and Whitney, I would have said like up until last week, I would have just said like Ashley Madison, but I guess that's off the table now. So
Ooh. Oh, I just heard something. Oh, somebody in chat last night was saying the 10th grade teacher was caught in the Ashley Madison thing.
a lot of
And who sat the driving test today? Did he pass?
oh yeah, who was that? Wasn't that Oh goodness, I totally forget. Like I have to remember. But yes, whoever had your driving test from last night's show, let us know if you passed.
I hope you passed.
We do hope you passed. Take one for the team, Whitney, says Giselle.
Yeah, do it, Whitney. Come on.
Come on, Whitney.
Gorgeous little baby.
Come on. Whitney, just kidnap the kid. Whitney, just kidnap the kid and throw it off the wall. No one's gonna tell. Just yell to James.
Just do helium balloons. Tie helium balloons to Bailey.
Oh, that's probably safer.
Then shoot them down, and she'll go straight just down on over the other side of the wall to Daddy.
That's probably safer. Don't do my throwing. Don't do the throwing the baby one. No, we don't want to be responsible for that. No,
no one throw babies and no kidnapping children, unless of course you have custody. It's fine.
Borrow.
Borrow her. Can we borrow her? She's gorgeous.
Okay, babysit. Whitney asked to babysit the baby. Tell the mom you're giving it a break.
Giving her a break. No. Anyway, Whitney, we love you. You know we love you, and we know you love James. We love James. And James, oh my God, if he wins HOH tonight, I'll be so happy.
We need to have Whitney come on. We have to do that next week, Whitney.
Whitney, you need to do a show with Eric.
I wish we get 3 people on here. I'll figure it out soon enough.
CBS and all that sort of shit, but he's kind of cool.
I know, kind of. 30 minutes into showtime. 30 minutes into showtime. And do you know what that all means, everyone? You all need to become a fan. No, they all need to become a fan, Glammy. And as soon as I remove this become a fan thing, Glammy, smile. Smile. Everybody megaphone Glammy. Megaphone us. Glammy, smile. They're going to tweet us out to the internet. Oh my God, I'm here with Glammy.
You try to give somebody head.
Cute. I tried to tell people yesterday that's how I got into my first and only car accident, but I didn't want to be so graphic.
I heard.
I was not even kidding. That really.
You didn't make that clear.
Driving. Oopsie. Anyway, back to the show. I'm gonna. Meg Riley says I'm gonna need some of Vanessa's Adderall to get through tonight.
No, you don't. You need
don't.
Lots of beer. Just have some beer, a Xanax, mix it with the beer. You're fine. Look at me. I'm fine.
We can tell. Seattle Jen says, when James won his last HOH, the entire BB world celebrated. So do it again, James.
Yeah, we love it. And James, you know, I love him. The whole army thing, it's home with me. And my husband actually says there's always a James in every unit.
Yeah.
And my husband was the James in his unit, and he loves James. He's like, I was that guy. I was the one pulling pranks on everybody. I was the guy jumping into the water with my combat boots on and nothing else, swimming across the rope, and accidentally shot people.
James's story is a very good, I think it's not very good. I think it's an inspirational story for people, and I cannot wait until he gets out of the house and can tell it in his own words, not like the edited show version of his story.
But when James said he signed up as soon as he turned 18 because of the September 11th attacks, my husband, he signed up for when they first went to war in 1991. So he was, 18 years old, 19 years old. He actually dropped out of nursing school to go to fight for the country. So they both left for the same reason. And I was like, oh my God, I kind of love James. He's kind of fabulous. And they're both short and dark and cute.
They are.
Not in, but
they are.
James. I'll borrow James the weekend.
All right. Well, hey, it might work out.
I'm too old.
You never know. Oh, yes. And everybody, that's such a great point. Since we are talking about James's storyline, uh, check out on our website or go to his Twitter, which I am so horrible, but Whitney will post it in the chat room because
Asian
it's.
James BB17, right?
Say it again.
Asian James BB17.
That's racist. So if you go to
That's
Asian
it.
James
Brittany made it up.
BB17, you guys can buy shirts that supports the home that James lived in after his mom died, and $10 from every shirt purchase goes to support that home, and they continue to do help for people. So that's a great thing that you guys can do. I love it, love it, love it. Giselle said, is James a shoe-in for America's favorite then, Glammy?
It's a real toss-up between him and Johnny Mac. It depends on how much airtime he gets on the show. Johnny Mac gets tons of airtime in the dining room, and those people, the ones that are watching, are the ones that are actually picking up the phone and calling and making the votes. The internet is such a tiny little part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you think about it, they had 6.73 million people watch last night's show.
Right.
There's not 6.73 million people got the live feeds.
Correct. 25% of us. The live feed watches 25% of the audience.
So we're only a small portion, so we get to see a lot more than they do. It depends on who the public like more, James or Johnny Mac.
And that's where I get annoyed with the edit, because I feel like the edit has been protecting Vanessa, and it goes back and forth between Vanessa and James. I feel like James is way more likable. I actually got into an argument with Adam Pock over this morning. I really did, because he was telling me, like, no, Vanessa has the worst edit ever. They're making her the villain. I'm like, they're not making her the villain. They displayed her resume to America and gave her credit for getting everybody out. They didn't show her and Steve laughing at James and Meg. They didn't show how batshit crazy she went on James during that convo.
And with the whole taking the glasses off, it's disrespectful.
Right.
Meanwhile, later on, she's got her glasses on talking to James. I'm like, or to Meg. I was like, what the hell?
Right. It
does make sense with Vanessa. I do see that. But I mean, who do you think is going to win America's favorite player?
I hope it'll be James. I have to say,
I hope it's James too, because there's something about James that's adorable.
I have to say, up until about a week and a half ago, which is coincidentally when Whitney started coming in the show. Seriously, that's really not why.
Oh, you are such a kisser.
No. It's really not why. I'll tell you exactly why. It's because we got to see more of, like, James playing the pranks on people on the shows. We got to see his daughter more. Like, we're getting more invested in James. And I think he is now 100% the shoo-in for it. And I think more than Johnny Mac. I'm not invested at all emotionally in Johnny Mac.
I love Johnny Mac. Johnny Mac and James final two would be hilarious to me. It would be absolutely fantastic.
Because you think he's funny?
I think Johnny Mac is playing a game. You said it the other night that I think that he's going to come out and he's going to be like, well, good afternoon, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Jonathan J. Mac, and I'm a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think he's going to do that. I think because his people at work are like, who the fuck is this guy? We never see him talk like this. He never acts like this. He's very put together, and his patients love him.
Yeah.
So, who the fuck is this guy that we have?
Do you know that when I'm not doing these shows, Glammy, like when people meet me in real life, I'm not like, hey everybody, welcome to the show. Click on the fan button. Comment down. Like,
I've seen you versus the more.
No. He's playing to the cameras, but I don't think he's as smart as you're giving credit for.
I think he is smart. I think he's taking everything in. I think he's in a really hard position because he doesn't have an alliance. He doesn't have anyone, like, he doesn't have a boogie. He has, like, Steve. I mean, who the fuck wants to be in an alliance with Steve? Come on.
Right.
I mean, and Steve is an alliance with Vanessa, and he's kind of an alliance with Austin, and he doesn't like the twins, and that's basically what's left. So, what's Johnny Mac got? I mean, and it's been from the beginning, he's been pawned out by everybody. I did not like that strategy, by the way. I did not like the fact that he was just like, yeah, all right, I'll go up.
Yeah, he's horrible. He has no
Could you at
game,
least
and I don't know what you're
fight me
talking
a
about.
little bit? Say, no, I don't like the idea.
No, he has no
You know,
game.
at
I
least Steve
disagree.
had balls to say, I don't like that. No, I don't like it.
No, he won't. He'll
Cool.
just go like the Tasmanian devil for some reason.
Can you do another Vanessa impersonation? Because I think we were due one.
Okay. I know, I'm not doing anything funny now. Adderall? Adderall? Xanax? Adderall? Adderall? I can't even do it good right now. Adderall? Xanax? I can't do it. Yeah, I gotta have a story.
Her drug of choice is outside the house. Or do you think that she went on Adderall inside the house because it's such a high pressure game and she wants to focus? And do you believe she's even on it? Seriously, we're not in the diary room, so we don't see her take any meds. We see her say she's taking medication. We don't see her popping pills, so we don't know. Is she taking drugs? I don't know. Speak up.
I want Vanessa to come on the show, so I'll say I know the answer.
The show.
No.
Delete everything. No, fucking someone. Come on. So, okay, look up if you think there may be a slight interference with drugs in the... Yeah, okay. Back to the... Can you talk to the chat room? What's the chat room saying?
Right. Chat room is saying... Oh, yeah, I didn't do any solo dolos. I did no solo dolos. Sorry. Solo dolo. I'm very injured from all the bobbling of all the other shows. I'm taking it easy this one.
Do we have any Austin fans in the chat room?
Chat room. Austin fans.
I've never seen one. I want to know who it is.
Okay, I'll let you know. What happened? Oh, Survivor fan says, what happened to America's Next Top Model guest? They're coming on next week. Their schedule...
What the fuck is he talking about?
Glammy is it. Glammy is it. The chat room keeps jumping. I haven't seen one yes. I see lots of crickets, nose, crickets, nose. I saw a puke, I think, from Nikki Cochran. No, I don't think I have seen one yes as an Austin fan.
So cheers, everybody. I love every single person in the chat room. You all fucking rock. Now, let's ask anyone a Liz fan.
Is anybody a Liz fan? Oh, Reagan Banks is back. Hi, Reagan Banks. Reagan Banks, why do I feel like you were the one that had the driving test, Reagan? Weren't you the one that had the driving?
No, he wanted to know about dating his friends.
Oh, okay.
Is it?
I don't remember. He'll tell us, I hope, as long as the chat room doesn't freeze on me. Glammy, Survivor's fan says, Glammy, you were my bae, but you rejected me.
I did not reject you.
So... I don't know what that means. Sorry. I have to read them when I read them.
Did I do something wrong to survive that? Are you... No, I did not.
No, you didn't. Angel Chick says, was Liz a fan and then she... No. Was a Liz fan and then she went with Austin, so nope. Here's something interesting that I can say. Allegedly. So do you know the way the twins might have gotten cast for this show, Glammy?
We know how they got cast in the show. They've talked about it. They were supposed to be on Twinsies or something on VH1 and got dumped at the last minute.
Yeah.
You can tell which two took their place.
Yeah, except, I mean, I would guess that that's not the real story because it wasn't, I would guess, for that show. I would guess it was for a fake show that CBS just fakedly made up and casted for.
Right. Well, they did say that the show got cancelled, which was rather odd. And then during CBS one night, during Big Brother on the show, they were actually doing this twin show. I was like, what? But there are two twins that remind me are the spitting image of the twats. I mean, unbelievable.
No, okay, chat room's confused. Chat room, it's kind of like this. Let's say I put out a casting like, I'm doing a new show called The Super Twin Show, where I only want twins to apply. Then I get all the twins to come in, I find Julie and Liz, and I'm like, okay, I love you, but there is no such show as The Super Twin Show. I want you on Big Brother instead. Do you want to do it? Okay, go. That's basically, allegedly, what could have happened.
They claim that the show was actually cancelled.
Right, and that's...
I don't know why they picked those twins, because I mean, look at Instagram and everywhere else. There are beautiful twins everywhere, all over the fucking world, and they picked those two fucking idiots from Miami. I mean, were they looking for a showmance? Were they hoping that there was going to be like a threesome?
Right, I don't know. I have to say...
They're not even nice people.
I know, but I have to say, I want them on the show. I do. I do.
No.
I want to get snarky with them. They'll get snarky back.
Oh,
I want her to be like, oh, whoa, whoa. I want to like play clips of her going like, oh, whoa, and like that. Like it'll
are
be
you
fun.
gonna have her on your show and have her going? But
Yes, yes, and then I'm gonna make it my ringtone.
and then you're gonna tell her to shut the fuck up because people hate that.
I told Jeff to.
Oh, wait a minute. Your hat is American Eagle.
Yes, and my
My
shirt's
daughter-
New York.
My
New York.
daughter, Abercrombie and Fitch. Yeah, my daughter just dragged me into American Eagle, and we bought like 2 pairs of jeans,
Right.
2 spurs, a
That's
couple of belts, a pair of shoes, and then we left Mr. Clam to pay the bill.
Awesome. Great story.
That's
Daniel
that-
Shade.
Bloody hell. He claims he's broke. He's lying. That hat is a shitload of money.
Yeah, look how new it is. That was pre-house.
You got it 1977.
Yeah, pretty much. Brandon G says it could be worse. We could have had Gina Marie and Anne Marie on the show. Does Gina Marie have a twin? Oh, from Twinning. What's Twinning?
Twinning is the show that we thought the twins were on.
Oh, got you. I haven't seen that. Yeah.
And I think those 2 might actually be the 2 blonde ditzy twins that I thought were Liz and Julia's replacements.
Got you. Oh, yes, it's Twinning on MTV, says Honestly Joe.
Sorry about that.
No problem. No problem, Clams. No problem. All right.
One and MTV are the same thing to me now.
Well, that's because we're getting older. Jackie Knows says, are the remaining house guests even trying to win this game for themselves, Glammy?
Nope.
They're playing
Not
Vanessa's
at all.
game.
I mean, they're keep saying things like it's not time yet, and then I'm like, there's 3 weeks left. I mean, they know it's September, right?
Right.
They know that they're not doing like they're not going to evict Vanessa in Big Brother 18. It's not going to carry over to next summer if we run out of time. It's not that kind of game. I mean, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking.
We know production monitors Twitter. Again, granted, we are only 25% of the audience. However, they're also aware we're the 25% of the audience that spends money on their show, with voting and stuff like that. So, I just can't imagine they are not going to push Steve and Johnny Mac to flip this vote.
I can't believe it either. I really can't. I mean, is Julie going to come on in a really bad 70s pantsuit tonight and go, good evening, house guests. Tonight, it's a double eviction. And everyone's like, oh, yay! And nothing happens? They don't know. And Steve, the genius who knows everything, he's like, it's next week. It's next week. He's going to be like, brown shit stains.
No, I think he knows it's this week.
Why though? Why does he know it's this week? How does he know?
I think he's not telling them, and he knows, and maybe that's why he was so sick last night. Like, he's so nervous.
No, I think it's because Vanessa fucking grilled him and told him, no, mommy does not allow you to vote against me, and I will not let you suck off my titties and have lunch tomorrow if you go against me. Simple. He's still breastfeeding.
Oh, okay. Chrissy 2 says if Austin goes first, then Austin... I lost it.
No, keep going. I want to hear.
Yeah, well, it doesn't make sense. If oh no, if Julie... I can't because the chat room moves every time I let go of the mouse. Okay, if Julia... I lost it.
No! Do it again.
Sorry, I can't get it back. I'm stuck. Johnny, there's just too many people watching Glammy. We're just too popular. I can't handle it. I can bring up some Twitter questions.
You were expecting some America's Top Model person, and they got me instead. I mean, that's a fucking letdown.
Well, excuse me, that was supposed to be yesterday, actually, and they didn't get back to me.
Who let you down tonight?
Nobody. Well, ooh, you almost tricked me into saying it. You almost tricked me into saying what he was doing. Jason had a prior engagement. And he thought he would make it back in time. Okay, Glammy, here's some Twitter questions.
Eric, Club made me laugh.
Okay, will they find out it's double elimination before the live show So right about now, Glammy, or do you think they're not going to find out until Glammy tells them, until Julie tells
tell
them?
them when I come on stage with my Louboutins on and my black wig. I'm going to tell them, good evening, house guests. I'm Julie Chen, and tonight is a double eviction episode. 1 week of Big Brother in 1 hour.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to definitely be interesting. Here's the thing that people also don't realize, and I have said before, from what I've been told from various house guests, actually, you do not get assigned where you go in a lane on a double elimination night. It is a random thing. None of that stuff. It is all random. However, here's what's not random, and I don't understand why more people don't pay attention to this. Where you sit on the couch. Production lines you up based on the votes they know you're going to cast because they want to end on a cliffhanger for commercial most of the time. That is such a giveaway as to where you're voting and where your alliances are in this house, and people do not pick up on that enough.
So where do you think James, Johnny Mac, and Steve will be sitting this evening?
Here's how I think the votes are going to go. I think, so who votes? Austin will vote first. He will vote to vote out Meg. Then then Liz will vote. Obviously, she will vote to vote out Meg. And then James will vote. James will vote to vote out Julia. So now we have 2 for Meg, 1 for Julia. Then we're going to go to commercial. Then we're going to come back. Or, you know what? They might tie it. So, but we know if they tie it.
We'll be freaking out, but we know because if Steve has gone first and he's voted to evict Julia, that you know that Johnny Mac's going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and you do understand that Vanessa has covered her arse here because she said to the twins last night that if anything happens, it's Austin's fault. If the vote flips, it's because Austin gave his blessing to Steve to do this.
Right.
So she's covered it. You know, her butt is covered in all directions. I mean,
it is. Vanessa is
I mean, it was brilliantly done.
It is.
People don't understand. I don't hate Vanessa's gameplay.
No.
I hate things she does in the game, and her personality is not somebody I would hang out with.
No.
I don't. You know.
She's brilliant at the game. She's brilliant.
But she's good at what she's doing. But I once again think there's one really smart Marlene type character in the house and a bunch of fucking idiots.
Totally. 100%.
So, and I don't knock, when I knock Vanessa and call her a crazy bitch, I'm literally calling her. She's just like cuckoo.
She's cuckoo.
How's she getting away with that?
Right. I agree.
I'm not actually saying you're a crazy bitch. You need to be locked up in silence.
No, I think people get what we're saying. Ed Rizzo is saying, BB is delayed for football in New York, Boston, and other cities. Ed Rizzo, I'm telling you, if you have cable, it's like, for me, it's on channel 10, and I'm in New York. Right. So I can now watch it on channel 10 instead of 2. I'm telling you, you got options. Hurry, you got 10 minutes to call your cable provider.
Or you go to hamsterwatch.com and look at the website and get the live stream on the internet. A
lot of people are saying in the chat room they clicked on all 10 of Hamster Watch's links, and every single one is football. So I don't know if that's true or not. Look, I'm sure people are tweeting it out. I am not allowed to tweet that out, but I'm sure Glammy could tweet out and ask it and retweet it. So make sure you're following Glammy if she finds it.
I will, or I will just FaceTime the damn thing. I'll just do this with my phone.
And or just there. Oh my God, nope, thanks. I've already got in trouble for that. Yeah, see, Kim is bored said it's channel 10 for her too. Yeah. 14 GBB says CBS All Access has the live show. So does that mean if you guys subscribe to...
That's another thing. Yes, they do have the live show. If you are in a market that... I'm not in the market. The area in Florida I'm in is not part of this. New York is part of it. Boston, LA, Dallas.
So try that.
City, Chicago. So go on. If you can get your live TV through All Access and get live TV... do it that way.
And that's how you watch the feeds, right? When you're watching the feeds. It's the same thing you log into. It's not the same thing you log in for the feeds?
No, if you're...
Oh, it's like on your iPad. I got it.
All Access app.
Yep, got it.
If you press the All Access app, see, I can't do it. this is my one here.
Right.
It's just nothing. It just on CBS tonight. I've got
Okay.
I don't have the ability to watch live television, but I still have to pay the same damn money that you guys do.
Oh, Glammy, this is perfect timing. This is a good way to end the show for everybody. John Joyce is who we were looking for, Glammy, and he passed his road test. Yay, John Joyce, you passed your road test. Yay!
How was the parallel parking? Ask him, how was the parallel
He can hear you, Glammy. We're the same place.
I forgot. Okay, John Joyce. Parallel parking, was it a one-off or did you have to do it again?
Let us know, and then we will meet you over on Twitter. He says, thank you, Glammy. He didn't let us know about YOUNOW says, oh, okay. All right, look, everybody. Here's the deal. Glammy, we all got to go. We got like 5 minutes into Big Brother starts. I got to go get up there. Perfect. Tell the people where they can find you, Glams.
On Twitter and PrincessGlammy.com. I have not been writing blogs because these people irritate the fuck out of me so much. I've given up writing for a couple of weeks. But I will, if things turn out my way, I will be back to vlogging again. And I hear John and I will be back next
week for Bravo shows. YourRealityRecap.com/Bravo. Okay, Glammy, I'm hanging up on you so I can shut this down. I'll meet you on Twitter in 5 minutes. Bye. Okay, everyone, I'm still here. So here's the deal, everybody. Make sure you become a fan before you leave. If the feeds aren't too crazy, I will come back later tonight, probably like an hour after the show ends, and we'll talk about everything that happened from this double elimination episode. I'll be live tweeting it. Glammy will be live tweeting it. Make sure you guys become a fan. I love you guys. I guess Jason didn't make it, and he's not online. But okay, who knows? Maybe somebody will come back on later tonight. I'll see you guys then. Make sure you become a fan. Love you all. At Reality Recaps on Twitter. If I get rid of this. Was right there the whole entire show. Boop a boop boop boop. So follow me. I'll see you guys over there, and then we'll come back and we'll talk. It'll just be me and you. We'll have a long show of just us, friends. And I'll pay much more attention to the chat room. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye, everybody. Love you. Thanks for being a fan. Oh, and we got over 1,000 likes. Thank you guys so much for over the 1,000 likes. Bye, Steven. Bye, Zolo Kovac, Survivor fan. Love you, Giselle. Bye, Lena. Bye, Chanel. Bye, Survivor fan. Bye, Big Brother Upset. Bye, Greek Diva. Bye, Heather Backwards. Bye, Terry, if you're still here. Bye, Spring Curls. Bye, Godanis and Reagan Banks. Congratulations again, John Joyce. Bye, Suki. Bye, Wilma. Bye, Trek Lord. Thank you, Trek Lord, for being #1 fan. Thank you, Sparkly Eye #2. You need to know I love you. Scott Chalk, you're amazing. And Kyle Stewart, thank you guys for being the top fans. Love you, Sparkly Eye. Love you, Chrissy. You too, Janelle and Danny and Angel Chick. Oh, see, I knew Spring Curls was in here. And Danny and Jay and Ariana and Himelina. And Lois and Christina and Mogart and everybody I didn't say. Okay, I got 4 minutes to go run upstairs. I'll meet you guys on Twitter. I'll meet you back here later tonight at the show. Everybody, fingers crossed that they do it. We need Julia out. Normally I tell you to go and think happy thoughts and do something nice. No, get Julia out. I will see you guys over on Twitter and later on after the show. Bye, love you guys. Bye, everybody.